Good morning, everybody. Today, message of hope comes from Ephesians chapter 2. I read this passage. I've read it, lots of times, but I came to the end of chapter 2 and I was encouraged and inspired and a little confused. And so I just thought I would pass that on to you. So, context, Ephesians chapter 2, you start at verse 11 and you work down through the end of the chapter in verse 22. And it's an incredible declaration of the fact that God chose us, Gentiles, non-Jewish people, to be united with Jewish people in Christ, one new person, one new humanity. And at the beginning, he's telling all the things that aren't going well with us. And then in the middle, Christ comes in. And then at the end of chapter 2, this is what struck me today. Chapter 2, verse 22. And in him, you two are being built together to become a dwelling in which God lives by his Spirit. Now, I read that and I just sort of glossed over it. And I thought, wait a minute, Eric, go back to that. And the first thing I wondered about was this phrase, and in him you too are being built. And I thought, is the you singular or plural? Am I being built or are we being built? And I looked it up and it's a y'all, it's a plural. So it's, and in him y'all are being built together. So the y'all is all of us, all of humanity, Jew, Gentile, all the races, all the ethnicities, all people, one in Christ. And what I love is that we are being built. We're not building. The thing that encouraged me is God is the one doing the building. We are the ones being built. And what are we being built into? A dwelling in which God lives by his Spirit. Now, you know what that means? Neither do I, actually. But I think it's kind of cool. And it's encouraging to know that we are all being built into a dwelling in which God lives by his Spirit. And that gives me hope today. Because if God is at work and God is building me into something and building you and building us into something in which he dwells by his Spirit, well, I just think that's hope. So be encouraged. I hope you will find your daily hope today. Hope you'll be able to slow down and hear from God and what he wants to say to you. Have a good one.